Okay, I think today let's focus on the page layout customizations and then validation rule. And if there is a time permits, we can go for other stuff as well. Like along with the page layouts, we can go for it. I believe page layout itself will take more time, but again, we'll see. So I will take like the vehicle management. Okay, so we created like customer yesterday, the customer objects, and we put some of the fields like let's say customer name and date of birth, age, and there is a referred by, and there is a total vehicle fields also, which is a roll up summary field. Now what I'm going to do quickly, I'm going to wrap up like a sum of a couple of additional fields. Let's say for example address, city, state, country, all this like I am going to create quickly, so that we can customize this page layout. So let me create like a couple of additional fields. So to do that, so navigate into the object manager, which is customer. So new fields. So I will, for address, I will go ahead with this text area. And the city, I will go by text. Text is maximum 255 characters. So city, text area also will allow maximum 255 character, but it's a more than one line. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a state. So state is basically list of available states, right? So again, I will create like a two pick list fields. One is states and another one is country. So first we'll go for a country pick list. Now while creating a pick list, there is another options. Use global pick list. At the moment, yes, we have a country global pick list, or you can use the generic values. In this particular object, you can go for separated values, or you can go for a global pick list. Okay, just give me 1 minute. I'll be back. Just give me 1 minute. Sorry, I'm back. Yeah. Global pick list means that particular pick list will be used across all the object inside your Salesforce. In that arc, you can use like different objects, because country and state, that can be used for like a multiple objects, right? So do you feel if that field can be utilized for across different object, means you can go for a global pick list, or specific to only this object, means you can go for a generic values. So for example, if you are creating an active checkbox, so maybe like active status, the client status, active, inactive, or dormant, we can have a different status that is specific to only customer, right? Maybe we are not going to use it like other object. If you are utilizing the same pick list for other object, means you can go for a global pick list, because if you change a one place, it will change across all the places. If you go for a generic value, each and every object individually you have to go and you have to change it. So I will show you how to create a global pick list. So see here, pick list value sets. So just click on that. Already I configured a country and state. There are two pick list. Now let's say like I want to active also. So status, or maybe yes, status, open, in progress, completed, on hold,
Typo on the on hold. Sorry.
let's go ahead with that. Okay, in progress, pending, completed, on hold. Like, yeah, you can have it like any status. Maybe like the status field will be utilized across different fields. So the same way, I created two pick list. One is country. I gone with like India, US, UK, Canada, and another state. So for India, just I put some sample state. This is just for sample. For real time scenario, you have to configure all the states for India, all the states for US, all the states for UK, all the states for Canada. So you have to configure all of the states basically. So you can get the list from either Google or in Google by default you will get the list. So simply you can upload that list. Now what I want is in our object, if I go to the object manager, create a new pick list. I want a country pick list in this object. So go ahead with the country and use one of the global pick list. Yeah, so click next. Done. Same way, I'm going to create another one more pick list, which is state. So state. Save. Okay, now I created like the fields, and also like I'm going to create like a couple of other fields. Let's say, okay, any other fields here? So any other fields?
Maybe postcode.
Sorry.
Code.
Yeah, I'm going to put a postal code as well. So basically zip or postal code. Anything else? I'm going to create an email. And I need additional one more field, additional email. Maybe if they have more than one email. And mobile phone. Mobile phone, go ahead with the phone data type. Yeah, and comments if there are any. I will go ahead with the text area long. Or maybe descriptions, I will say this is and you'll see like the API name, this is the API name, will get populated automatically. So the long text area will accept a maximum 131K character limits. Good. And one more thing, I'm going to put the customer photo as well. So which is rich text. Instead of image, I will go with photo. Okay. Now I have created like all the fields, and you will see now the alignment is not that much good. So just I'm going to switching back. No, still like the fields are not up here. Just give me a second. It may take like okay. Now, if you look at the page, the alignment is not that much good, right? Like I want to order the fields, like I want to put the proper order, correct?
Yeah.
So how do we do that? So maybe let's say I want a 2 columns, or like I need a address information separately, personal information separately. Yeah. So maybe like I need separate options. So how do we customize the layout? And just on top of that, I will go ahead with the like additional social media link, which is just an URL.
A quick question, Sampath.
Yeah.
So I could see another data type called pick list, as a multi-select. So what is that?
Yeah, I will just show you that. I just finishing like one more of URL, which is Twitter handler. And one more LinkedIn. Yeah, so for multi-pick list, the data type, basically the system will allow you to select more than one value. For example, if the person language is known, maybe, yeah. So for language is known, I will go like, yeah. DI. DHI, it is not actually, okay.
So you cannot choose the global.
Yeah.
Students?
Okay, so English, Hindi, whatever it is, like you can put more.
So we cannot use the global pick list for this data type?
Yeah, we can use it like if you are going for a different again, do you feel like the language is known will be used for across different objects? You can go for a global pick list. Not an issue. Okay, so I will show you that as an outcome. Still like the back end is not up here. No, just wait a second. Yeah, here. So here, more than one value we can select. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so now how do we customize the layout? So again, the screen is not aligned properly. So yeah, I'm waiting for like the info still is not showing in that the particular record. See, I don't know, like the cookies issue here in Lightning experience. Still, like I can see the hold up to state only. There is no other fields is coming up. It's take like a bit time. Yeah, now it's up here. Okay. So yeah, now if you look at here, the fields are not aligned properly, and also everything like aligned as a one field, one column only. Maybe customer they ask, okay, I want 2 columns, and also put the social information separately, address information separately, and their personal information separately. Yeah. So how do we differentiate that? So basically, we have to put the different layout altogether. So we have to put the different layouts. Okay. So again, to customize this layout, there are 2 options. Let me show you the layout. So here, there are 2 things you need to consider in your mind. So one is the page layout. This is the layout. Sorry, yeah. So to customize the page layout, so basically this is like a layout. If you want to customize any of these fields, that is, we have to go for a page layout. But if you are changing the layout, let's say like I want to put additional component, maybe additional tabs over here, or I want to add like additional component over here. So if you are trying to do that, for that you have to go for a lightning record page. Yeah. So the lightning record page, we can customize that. So 2 things. One is if you want to aligning the fields, yeah, on the related list, either if you are trying to change the order, or if you are trying to add the columns on the related list, or if you are changing the position of the fields, or you are adding some additional stuff on the detail page. So all this can be configured on the page layout levels. Okay. So on the page layout level, basically what are the information you can configure? You can configure the related record, basically the related informations, changing the order or adding additional columns on the related objects. So for example, if I go for a John, here we have just a vehicle ID only. If I want to know the vehicle name, how do we do that? Same way here in the insurance, we are seeing like only the ID. If I want to know like which insurance they configured. Yeah. So if we want to customize all this, we have to go for page layout. Okay. But let's assume like I want to include one more tab here. So additional tabs here. So related list, detail, or additional tabs, or maybe like additional components. So how do we do that? So basically we are trying to modify the structure of the page, right? So if you are modifying on the structure level, you have to go for lightning record page. So on the lightning record page, you can customize it. So over here, at the moment, there is no custom lightning record page. But once if you start editing it, you will get it. I will show you that. So before jump into that, let's finish the page layout concept. Then we will go for a lightning record page. Okay. So on the page layout, as I mentioned, just at the moment we have only one layout. Try to edit that. Okay. So if you try to edit that, see here, this is the, we call it as a layout properties. So over here, you can see fields. These are all the fields. Button, if there are any buttons. Quick actions. Yeah, different quick actions. And mobile and lightning actions. This is basically will be used for mobile and lightning. If you are using the lightning experience, we have to customize this. And the button and the quick actions only on classic. So these two for classic, and this is for lightning. And the expanded lookup, on the lookup field, if you want to add additional properties, so on a page we have a lookup field. This is a lookup, we call it as a lookup actually, because this is linked to the same object or different object, right? So we call it as a lookup, this one. So if you want to customize this, so that is expand lookup. Then related list customizations. So if you are trying to customize the related list, this is the one. You can add a related list or remove the related list. And then chart. If there are any report and dashboard available, we can put the report and dashboard in the page itself. Okay, we can include the dashboard within the page itself. This is directly over here. But again, in the structure level, if you want to include a dashboard, that also can be done. So I will show you that. Okay, now what we need to do, first let's align the fields. Okay, so let's assume you may create it like some different fields. We don't want that fields, or later stage like maybe they say like a client says, okay, I don't want to use these are all the fields. So what you can do, you don't want to delete it from the database, but you can remove from the layouts. For example, if I don't want to use the social media fields, simply you can remove like this. But once if you remove, it will go into the top of the page. So now if I save, so these three fields no more visible. So I will show you that. See, social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, these are all the fields not visible now because we removed from the layouts. So
this is like hide, right?
Right?
So this is like hide. We can bring it back if you want.
Yeah, exactly. So basically we removed from the layouts. There are other way of hiding it. For example, in a company, we have a finance department, we have a sales department, and we have a service department. Yeah, assume like there are three different departments: sales department, service department, and finance department. Sales, service, finance. Now, but we have only one layout called the customer layout. Okay. Now, in customer layout, assume we have a 30 fields. Okay. We have around 30 fields. Now, for sales department, I want to give access to only 25 fields. For service department, maybe 15 fields. For finance, all the fields. So how do we control that? Any idea? Hello?
Can do a field level visibility. Can we try?
Exactly. So it's a good guess, basically, I would say. Yeah. So we can go for a field level security because it's a single page. Yeah, we have see, there are two options. Either you need to create 3 different pages. So for sales, we need to have a different page layout. For service, we need to have a different layout. For finance, we need to have a different layout. Then we will assign each layout to each of the department. So basically on their profile, we have to assign it, which I will explain you later stage. Once we go for a user and profile level, during the time I will explain to you. But now again, that is not a good practice. So let's say like if you have a 20 department or different department, are you going to create a 20-page layout for each objects? No, right?
No.
So the other option is field level security. So simply what you can do, go to the field. Let's assume the social media fields, I don't want to give it to service people. What you can do, click on the field, set field level security. You see here.
Yeah.
Click on this. These are all the profiles at the moment in my org. So let's say sales, support, marketing. We have like each department, we may need to create a different profile. Okay. We'll come back to that. Like we'll go for a profile or permission set. We'll get back to you that later stage. But at the moment, assume they have a different profile. What you can do, you can remove the profile level access. So for if you don't want to give it to service department, what you can do, simply remove the access level from their profiles. So support department, remove. And also there is option read only. Visible means they can view, they can edit. If you make it as a read only, they can view it, but they cannot edit. It's a read only. Okay. So two property can be customized on the field. Visibility, read only. Visibility means the person can view and also edit in the particular field. Read only means the person can view, but he cannot edit it. Okay. Yeah. Any question on this?
No, Sampath.
Okay. What about others?
I'm good.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just save it. Okay. So like that, only the specific field level we can control the users. So this field can be, but page layout is only one page layout, but we can control the field levels. So yeah, but for admin, even if you remove field, by default it's available access actually. So yeah, he's administrator, right? So by default he can go and either uncheck that fields. Page layout level, maybe it can be hidden, but the field level he can go on again. He's admin, so he have full rights. So okay. Now the next step is, let's see like how we can customize the layouts. So if I go back to the layout, edit. Now you know how to add or remove the fields. Now if you want to make it as a 2 columns, see here, I'm going to put it back here. You can make it as a 2 columns like this. So simply you can add a multiple 2 columns. So maximum the configuration allowed is 1 column and 2 column, not more than that. So as an administrator, you can do either 1 column or 2 column. But as a developer, you can do like a more than 1 column or 2 column or 3 columns. Okay, so you can have a multiple columns you can build as a developer. So using the coding, you can do it, but as an admin, you can do only 2 columns. Okay, so now you will see there is a information sections, but that information sections is not visible here, right? But if I edit it, this is basically information sections, but again, it's not visible. So what we can do, This is the standard sections provided by Salesforce. If you want to, you can use it or no need to use. I'm going to create a new sections. Let's say we call it as a personal customer personal info. This label visible on the detail page. Detail page means on the detail page you want a visible. This is the detail page. Edit mode means this is edit mode because you are trying to edit the record. So detail mode, edit mode. So whether the label is visible on the detail page or edit page. I want visible on both places. So select it. How do you want? One column. So we are adding the sections. That section will be a one column or two columns. I want two columns. So using the keyboard, whenever if you press tab key, where it how the behavior will happen, whether zigzag, basically left and right, or top to bottom. Finish one row and then go to the this right hand side. Finish left hand side and go to right hand side. How do you want? I will go ahead with the zigzag. Yeah. So save. See here, I put this. Now put all the personal informations. So customer name, date of birth, maybe total vehicle I will put it. Who is the owner of the record, or maybe owner record, no need. And then address informations. I'm going to create additional more sections. Address, city, state, country, email I will put it in the personal informations. Okay, and mobile phone also I will put it in the personal informations. Okay, and the language is known, maybe additional information we can go for it. Okay, so address information, where is the postal code? Zip or postal code? Yeah, over here. Then one more sections, photo. So for customer photo, I will go for a single columns. I don't want a two, just a single, full width. And then I will go for one more sections, additional informations. And then system information. Sorry, I will create a new sections. When I need two columns, within that who created, already is there system information sections. Let's use that actually. It's a system field, basically system information. I will delete our custom one. And then the social media sections. But in the standard one, we cannot rename it, we cannot change it. If you want a custom options, you can go for it. Okay, and this information, if you don't like it, you can remove it, because it's a standard one. You can remove it actually if you don't like it. Otherwise, don't put any fields. It's not visible in the layout. At the moment there is no field, it won't be visible. Let's leave it as it is. If you don't like it, you can simply remove it, but we cannot add it back again. But that's the system info, so we cannot add it back again. So that's it, that's gone actually now. Okay, so my suggestion is that don't remove that, let it be. So save it. Now we saved it. Now if I look at the output, still is not changed the layout. Give us some time, it take like some more time. The meeting going to be end in minutes. So I think like, yeah, just rejoin it. If you guys are okay, we can use Google Hangout. If I use the Google Hangout, it will be a full, yeah, without any issues. But again, if you guys are
Can we
familiar with
record the
Google Hangout,
session there?
sorry.
Can we record the session there?
Yeah,
the
that's the
Google
issue. No, we can record it actually. Let me check. We will try one time. Like I will try with the weekdays class, and then I will let you know. Not an issue.
Okay.
Okay. Just give me a second. Still, like it's not loading the sections. No. Here you can see all the section actually. See, you can see like customer information, personal informations, their photo, additional information. Now, whenever if you edit it, during the edit also you can see nicely. Okay, let's see like in class is lightning experience. Yes, now got it. In lightning experience, we got it now. See, nice. So this is the sections basically. Now